Hey guys, it's currently Saturday. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I just got down here to start working for the day, which is a little bit late, but I just want a lazy Saturday, but there's too much to be done. I'm trying to prep for an upcoming shop update, which as of right now, it's looking like it's gonna be early February. Okay, it depends when stuff comes in. I'm still waiting on the coloring books. That's the main thing. I'm waiting on some shipping supplies, but that'll get here when it gets here. But the coloring books are the big feature item alongside some new sticker sheets, and we'll do the Froggy palette DTF t-shirts. I guess there was technically the print restock, but those are already added to the website, so they're available now, but people might want to pick some of those up at the same time as this stuff. So it's like a mini shop update to go alongside the coloring books. As of the time I'm recording this, I still haven't had any word about the coloring books having cleared customs, so just waiting to get my tracking, waiting to hear more. But yeah, I'm pushing to get stuff done. Even yesterday, which was Friday, it was supposed to be my game stream day. I did shop prep stuff during the afternoon and then didn't game until the evening just because I needed to get things done. So I went through and quality checked my sticker sheets, although I still have 2 stacks left to get through. The winter buns and the winter ephemera. So I want to get through those today, and then the stickers are done. And overall, they've been pretty good, not that many B grades. The strawberry one was probably the most problematic out of all of them. So these are all the stacks of sticker sheets, just to give you an idea of how many total there are. And here are how many B grades I've come across so far. So really not that many compared to the size of the stacks. And you can see this is all the same. Here down, that's all strawberry. This one I don't think actually needs to be a B grade. I'm kind of torn about it because it's got 4 scratches on it, but the scratches are all on the background. Because my thing is, if there's a scratch or a bit of a bend, but it's only on the background, not affecting the stickers, that's still an A grade. But then one like this, I'm like, well, I see 4 scratches. 1, 2, 3, 4, but none of them are on the stickers. Maybe this can be my sheet. Although these are also mine, but these are just one particular half of a sticker sheet. So these are the other halves of those sticker sheets. These are silly. So what was wrong with these sticker sheets is the cut lines were off, but for some of the stickers, they were perfect. Perfectly centered, good to use, which is why I cut it off. Then the other half, I've already peeled these up, which is why they look extra bad, but look how off this cut line is. Luckily, not many sticker sheets were like that. For this Luna, there were 2 affected. For some of the other ones, the cuts are a little off, but not this bad. This is by far the worst sticker sheet. This Luna loses a whole leg. So that's not even B grade. That's just not sellable. But I'll keep the other halves, and I can use this. There was a decent amount of Halloween cats. Those are all scuffs on Kiki. This one's unique in the sense that these 3 stickers are not cut at all. There's no cut lines. The rest are cut beautifully, but yeah, those would have to be hand cut out. And then there are some where I just deemed the cut lines too crooked, like this, for example. You can see the cut line goes really close to the pot there. Most sticker sheets have near perfect cut lines. Some are slightly crooked, and those I still considered A grades. But if it's too crooked, no, it does not make the cut. Oh, and those little crummies that I was showing you on the stickers in the last vlog, that was probably the most annoying part of quality checking, especially on Forest Cuddles. These ones were so covered in those little black dots that I was using a lint roller to go over them, all these little black speckles. That's the kind of stuff that was all over these sticker sheets. And a couple of you commented that anytime you ordered stickers from Jukebox, they also came covered in all those black specks. What's the deal with that? What are they doing over there? Because the stickers are so nice. I don't want to let the black dots prevent me from ordering again, but it is annoying to deal with and makes it take way longer to go through the sticker sheets. Because yeah, although I quality checked, I have not counted yet, and I do want to actually count them by hand. I don't really count stuff by weighing anymore. And sometimes I just go by how many I ordered and then subtract how many B grades I had, but I'm so curious if they overprint. Because some printing places, they do give you extras. And in the case of my notepads and planner pads, they give me a lot of extras. So I really want to just count and kind of see. I want that accurate hand counted number. Now, before I get to the sticker sheets, what I'm going to do is make placeholder listings for them on my shop. Usually listings are one of the last things I do after I have the product photos, but it just makes sense to set them up in advance and then add the photos and any final details later. That way there's less last minute work. And the reason I'm doing this now is because once I count them and have my inventory numbers, I just want to put it directly into Shopify. Usually I either have a little chart in my notebook or I have a spreadsheet to track the inventory, but for this I'm just gonna put it right in. So what I can do is take this Halloween cat sticker sheet and just update it if needed. I might just remove where it says matte finish because there's no lamination on these. I also need to update the price of the stickers because this listing is old and still had a US dollar pricing. So I'm going to price the sticker sheets at $6 Canadian each. Now for Americans, the price will probably be around $6 US because the pricing will include tariffs. And sadly, Canada is one of the highest tariffed countries at 30%. No, 35% is what it is. It was 30 for China, and then they reduced it down to 20. Canada's still sitting at 35% tariffs. So, but these are in the sticker category, which means they qualify for the deal I have where if you buy 5 stickers, you get the 6th free. That automatically applies at checkout. The only thing is it automatically discounts the cheapest item. So if you're getting a mix of sticker sheets and die cut stickers, they all count towards the 6, but it will discount the die cut since that's the cheaper item. Same with things like the notepads. We've got planner pads, which are big. Notepads are smaller. They all count towards a 6, but cheaper ones discounted. Or something like the washi tape. I have Winter Buns and Sassy Santa on clearance. So if those are included, those will be the ones to be marked down. And there's really no way around that without making them completely separate categories where it would have to be 6 die cuts specifically versus 6 sticker sheets. But I like the idea of letting you mix and match. Because yeah, that deal applies to sticker sheets, notepads, washi, and art prints. Also, what I need to be doing while I make the listings is assigning SKUs, because I never used SKUs before when I did the first round of Halloween Cat sticker sheets. So I've got this working spreadsheet with all the new stuff in it, where it's got all the SKUs and whatever. This is all the information I import into ShipStation. I'm not done yet. I got more stuff to add, but I can add in the sticker sheets as I go. Okay, it's filled out. So now as I'm creating the product listings, I can paste in the proper SKU. Then once I have one sticker sheet listing, I can just hit duplicate and change some details. And that's all I can do for it for now. I need to still add a product photo, but I haven't taken any yet. And then I'll have to update the US pricing for each item, but I'm going to wait till I have all the new products added before I do that. And then I also have to add any flat items to my letter mail rates. I use an app called Advanced Shipping Rules for that. Letter mail is only for within Canada because I can't send any commercial goods as letter mail outside of the country. But yeah, anything flat like stickers needs to get added to that rule because it automatically identifies what products are allowed to go as letter mail. So if you only have letter mail eligible items in your cart, it will offer that rate at checkout, and it will calculate also how much you owe because there's different like pricing tiers depending on how heavy the package is. And it also has a 500 gram limit. So if your order's over 500 grams, it can't go as letter mail, even if it is just stickers or something like notepads. If it's over 500, not eligible. So I guess let's quality check those winter sticker sheets and start counting sticker sheets. Okay, no, I'm going to drop those. I can't do that one-handed. Now, based on the side of this stack, there are not many black crummies, so I don't anticipate seeing a lot of them throughout the sheets. So, yeah, let's go through these. I could count as I look at them, but if I'm talking, I can't. Like during the live stream, I was like, if I'm chatting with people, I will just count these after instead of counting while I check. Because if it's something where there are very few B grades, it's so easy to just count as you go. But if it's something that requires a lot of closer looks, then it's like, okay, just quality check, then count after. And now speaking of B grades, I used to just list B grades as a separate listing, and then I started holding on to them to make mystery B grade bundles. And I think that's my favorite thing to do with B grades. Sometimes if I have a ton of B grades of something, I will just list it separately. Or if it's something like a sketchbook, I list the B grades separately. But anything that would work for the bundle, I feel like I should just hang on to them. And then once a year, drop some mystery B grade bundles. And I thought that would be the perfect thing to do for a Black Friday sale. Because I don't really like marking down my products because it's like a lot of work on the back end. I have all my pricing like preset in ShipStation. So if I run a sale, all the customs forms will have the non-sale pricing on it. And I kind of need to do it that way where I have the pricing set because of the US tariff thing, because when I'm doing the customs forms for US orders, it's I'm declaring the pre-tariff value, you know what I mean? So let's say they pay about $6 US for something. I'm declaring it as $6 Canadian because I'm declaring that pre-tariff pricing. Plus, I try to keep my prices fair year round, and I've got like my free shipping deal, and I've got the buy 5 get the 6th free deal. So like I try to have stuff available year round. So I don't typically like marking down my products unless it's a B grade or a bundle of some kind. So anyway, I was like, what would I ever do for Black Friday? Because I don't really want to do a site-wide sale. So I feel like this would be a good option, is the B grade bundles released then. And maybe I could also put together some gift sets, because then it's like a whole new listing that's slightly marked down instead of marking down all the existing products. I just have to hope I don't accumulate so much stuff that my B grade bin's overflowing, but I guess the more the better. It would be nice to have a ton of bundles available for something like that. So that's my plan with these B grade stickers. Hold on to them, stick them in the B grade bin, save them for bundles, which will most likely be released on Black Friday or like around that time. I hate when they're not all facing the same direction, so I'm trying to flip them around. So far, I'm not seeing any B grade winter buns. Also, what I like about having some kind of Black Friday offering is that it's a way to get more sales in at a time where I don't want to release new products, because late November is too close to Christmas to drop something new. I feel like early November is the latest anything new should drop. So it's just a great way to, again, space out some releases, because I'm trying to have more consistent orders throughout the year instead of having such a big drought between big shop updates. So it helps me get in more frequent drops, get in more regular, consistent orders. These are actually so easy to count because they don't stick much. So I had found 5 B grades, all of which are misaligned cuts. Like this is just getting too close to the cup there. There was even one where it's touching the cup right there at the bottom corner. So yeah, 5 B grades, and then I counted what was left, and I had exactly 250, which is what I ordered. So they overprinted by 5. And that's perfect because I found 5 B grades. Now for the quantity I list, I'm multiplying the number by 0.98. I used to do 0.97, but I feel like orders don't go missing as much these days. So I'm gonna list 245, which means we'll have 5 spares for any order that goes missing. I just got through these ones. I was counting as I was quality checking. These piles here are the 250 I ordered. These are extras. So I have 11 extra A grades and then 1 B grade. And the B grade's barely even a B grade. It's just a bit scuffed, which goes a little bit onto this sticker, but it's otherwise pretty perfect. So yeah, more extras on this one, which is exciting. And now to count up the rest of these. Got all my screens here. We have Pokemon auto battles running while watching a Joy-san vlog. Okay, for Lunamoth, we had 9 extras. 8 of them were B grades, and then there's 1 extra A grade. It's just interesting seeing the difference in quantity of extras. Oh, wait a minute. There was also this one. So 10 extras for Lunamoth. plus the 2 I cut. So there were 12 extra Luna moths. This one's fine. I just need to trim off this extra bit here. There we go. Woohoo. So that's 502. All the tall stacks are 500, short stacks are 250. Exactly 500 A grade. Okay, now this is too bright. What if I stand here? Ha! It's now Sunday. I've been doing some vlog editing and I posted a short form video to socials. And now I'm gonna head back downstairs. Some priorities for today. I need to pack up orders because I got a whole bunch in since last Friday's vlog. I think the influx was because I restocked some art prints. Had over 20 new orders come in. Some probably have holds because we are having a shop update soon, but there still should be quite a few to pack. It was still too blinding, I had to move. Okay. So what I wanna do is do an order packing live stream because I actually have enough that I could live stream. I'm not doing that quite yet though. Or am I? Maybe I will. I was gonna do an hour of admin stuff for the shop update, adding more of the new shirts to materials manager and then assigning the materials to product variants and doing the SKUs for everything. Like, there's a lot of back end stuff. It was so much setup when I originally did the made to order thing. It took me days and days to set up the back end, and now I'm doing an overhaul of the t-shirts. So now there's another bunch of back end stuff to do. Not as much as it was with the sweatshirts, because the sweatshirts have more designs available, but the number of colors to choose from is the same. But you know, maybe that should be kind of an evening task, like after supper, just sit down, grind that out. Also, some DTF transfers were delivered and I want to go through them, quality check, and cut them up. And I could leave them for Christian to cut up, which maybe he can if he has time, but he's now at the point where he's got a lot to do. Like the last couple weeks, he didn't have a lot to do. Now that I have some work for him, it's like everything at once. Because we're getting in t-shirt blanks, so he's going through and doing the inventory for those and also ironing on the Bailey J logo to the inside. And then today also he's embroidering because with this influx of orders came a little influx of embroidery. But yeah, he's gonna be working on prepping those shirts. And if he has any spare time, I can give him the DTF transfers, but I at least need to look at them and make sure they're good. And that involves unrolling them. And if I'm gonna unroll them, I might as well cut them. Maybe let's start with that. Let's just like take a few out, take a look at them, because I'm just trying to push off the order packing a little bit, waiting for more of the embroidery Christian's working on to be ready to pack. I mean, once again, I have boxes by the front door. This is not even all the t-shirts. But with sweatshirts, this wouldn't even be that many if there were this many boxes, but t-shirts are much smaller. There are many more t-shirts per box. And then just yesterday, I ordered more black zips. I didn't get around to ordering like a bulk restock of all of our sweatshirt blanks, but there's no new sweatshirt design dropping, so I think that's okay. The black zips are just so popular. I wanted to restock some of them, especially because some sizes were at 0 for quantity. And then the Forest Heather zips, I'm out of like 3 or 4 different sizes, but there aren't any to buy. Like, the supplier is out of stock too, so I couldn't get more of those. So just some black coming for now. And plus, like, with ordering all these t-shirts, it's taking up so much space, so I didn't want to order a ton of sweatshirts now on top of it. So just the black zips for now. And then after this little update, I can order in more sweatshirts. I see an eyeball Is that your little princess bed? Hello? Okay, let's open this up. And yes, I know it's upside down. It's just an easy way to cover the shipping label. So we have more cat and dog transfers, Gallery Cats, Gallery Dogs. So one sad thing about me switching the t-shirt blanks is my product photos for the cat and dog t-shirts are no longer accurate and I have to take new ones. And I took proper ones on the mannequin and everything. Gonna have to redo that, I guess. But also, well, or would it just be mock-ups? Because there are 9 different t-shirt colors. I'm not gonna press one of each just to put it on the mannequin. It would be sacrificing 2 shirts because 1 cat, 1 dog of each color. That's 18 shirts. But those shirts are also used for the Froggy DTF, so I don't want to pre-press any. So might have to just do the mock-up way. And then as orders come in, I can photograph shirts, which would be real annoying during a shop update. I don't have time for that, but maybe if I just have the mannequin set up, ready to go, I can quickly throw a shirt, snap a picture, get back to order packing. Okay, it looks like the Froggy one is one giant roll. But man, that's cute. The colors look pretty good at first glance. Not seeing much for white edges other than maybe the occasional speck. So I really made sure my design had no transparency on the edges so that you wouldn't see any white outline around the image. All 3 sizes of transfer are on the same sheet. So yeah, this is all the sizes. The smallest is here, then these are the medium size transfer, and this is the biggest transfer. But then for cat and dog, it's 1 size per sheet. Because for the DTF, I like to do different size graphics depending on the shirt size. Now I'm just gonna set these aside for now because, you know, we've seen that already. Straight back into the box. Let's take a look at Froggies. Yeah, warranty void if sheet is cut. It's one giant sheet. Like, I can't roll out this whole thing. I would need to unroll it like the other way. So I figured I could re-roll it up as I'm unrolling it, like this. But I need to see like both sides of this. I mean, at least for now, I can check the back side in terms of like the alignment of the white layer, but really quality checking the front is not gonna work well until I cut them. There's an E and an A here. Bailey J. That popped off from somewhere. Maybe from where I first started rolling it up, the edge probably caught. Well, I see something. But you know what? Based on this, it looks like they started the print, realized something was wrong, and then stopped it and resumed it because, yeah, the lettering is there twice. Okay, I found a second spot like this. It's making me realize I should have been counting the sheets just to make sure they're all there. Like, was this a stop and restart, or was this sheet skipped? I'm re-rolling it back up to start from the beginning to count them. And there was a hair on the transfer. It looks like one of mine based on the color. And when I ripped the hair up, it pulled off the whole blob. This feels so incredibly thin, which is nice. So there were a total of 4 spots like this, but I have all 16 sheets in full, so we're good. I'm listening to an audiobook that I started yesterday, The Tenant. I heard it mentioned twice in 2 days, and I was like, okay, what is this? I need to know. And it's only a 9-hour audiobook, so it shouldn't take me too long to get through it. And all the froggies are cut into strips, organized by size. I wonder how many layers I could get away with cutting through. Okay, wait, not too many. I'm like, I can save time cutting through a few layers at a time. Basically, when the transparency stops showing through, I gotta stop, because then you don't know for sure if your layers are stacked properly. Okay, that does not cut nicely. And that's 4 sheets. I might be better off just doing 1 layer at a time, because then I can glide the scissors. It might actually be faster than trying to stack these. Okay, I've cut all the transfers except the medium ones. These are the large ones, these are the small ones. I quality checked the small ones, but have not gone through the large ones yet. And I've singled some out. So I have 3 here that I think I'm not going to use at all because the white is just too far off. Because sometimes when they print it, the white is not aligned correctly. So you can really notice it up here and then down here by the paintbrush. It might look okay on a really light shirt, but for now I'm just gonna set those 3 aside. Then there are some where there's just like a bit of white, and so it would still look good, but just on a light colored shirt, like the ivory or that super pale blue boxy tee. One of those ultra pale colors where you wouldn't really see the outline. So yeah, these ones are pretty good, but I just marked them with the word light. Use them on a light colored shirt. I'm putting a pin in this task because it's time to start my live stream. I'm just gonna do a bit of setup for it and then get the orders packed. And I don't want it to take too long. Like, I'm hoping I can have the orders packed within about 2 hours. I don't want to dilly-dally too much because I want to get other stuff done. And I want to film more stuff for the vlog, so I don't want this stream to run too long. So I have 27 open orders, but there are 18 that don't have holds. So 9 of the orders have holds. Prior to now, there were 3 orders with holds, but a lot of the ones that came in since Friday have holds on them, which is what I expected, but 18 is still a really good amount for a live stream. We have Straub Blank White. It's the last one I have down there. I have to go grab more. Halloween Cats Blank Cream. This one doesn't have a barcode. So we should have barcode. So are all these other ones. And well, I can for sure tell it's cream because it's got a different colored edge. Okay. And that'll fit in this box. Luna, thank you for the 27 months. I realize I'm really low on these 5x7 sleeves that fit like the sticker sheets and prints. I didn't expect to be low on them because I just ordered some recently, but I blew through them during the print launch. So I had already placed my order for packing supplies, and it's like not worth it to pay the shipping just for that. So I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna be using a lot of these sleeves. This one I have to because we've got a square print in it, but I might be burning through these sleeves because I've got a ton of them during this upcoming shop update because we'll have the stickers. Hi, Allison. Have you ordered the Beast sketchbook yet? Yeah, it's in the works. We're in like the back and forth sampling stage, but they're not in bulk production yet. Yeah, because I'm trying to get like a gold thread for the bee, but it looks more yellow in the pictures. And then so they sent a video and there's like, I guess the slightest bit of sheen to it, but it's not metallic at all. It just looks like it's almost regular embroidery thread instead of like a matte, but it's definitely not metallic gold. And I was like, well, if that's all they have, then fine. But also like the fabric was weird, and she warned me that the fabric is like really shiny and creases easily. So I was like, okay, let's use a different fabric then. Something more similar to like what we've used in the past. So I've conceded on the thread if that's all they've got. But now we're just swapping out the fabric. If you want to watch the stream replay, they're no longer in the live stream tab of my channel because they're unlisted. You have to go to the live stream playlist specifically. And I've started doing that because I don't want YouTube to treat it as my newest upload and push that instead of the vlog. So I managed to get through all 18 orders plus a couple more. I'm not sure exactly how many I went beyond that because more orders were coming in during the live stream. And so I didn't get to all the ones that came in. I had to stop at one point because supper was ready and I still had 6 open orders at that point. But here are the ones I did pack. So thank you once again for all the orders. This is a nice little surprise bump in orders. And now I want to get back to quality checking the DTF transfers and finish cutting them out. At least for the froggy ones, we'll get through those tonight. And then I want to sit down and do some of that inventory, materials manager thing while I continue to listen to the audiobook. I'm on chapter 30 or 31 out of 69, so I'm about halfway through and it's getting real interesting. And I'm so curious where this is all headed and why this is all happening. And I'm so used to reading really long books, and so it's kind of nice to have a short one where the pacing is a lot faster. 2 little doo-doos. So I guess I'll start by just checking through these, and then I'll cut the other transfers up and quality check. When you can see a little bit of black all the way around, that's when you know it's good. This one, it's slightly shifted. Like, look at the handle of the paintbrush here. It's like black on one edge, but not on the other. Although when I check the front, it's fine. The white's printed right up to the edge, but not out of the lines fully. Not enough that you would see it on the front. I just realized I never gave just a nice clean straight on shot of this. This is the DTF transfer. For the large transfers, I found 6 that I'm going to save for light colored shirts if possible. And then there's one that's a full-on B grade. It's like blurry up in here. It's just misaligned. And there's some white showing along the edges. Like, look at the underside of the lily pad beside the blue frog's eye. It's like a little too off, and then for some reason the print is speckly and fuzzy in here. I just finished getting through the transfers. I was kind of quality checking them on both sides. I'd go through the back side first and then flip it over to the front side and checked it that way, went through again. On the medium-sized transfers, I had 3 B grades, so pretty low on all of them. And they're put away, ready to be used, I suppose. And then I looked at the time. It's 8:50, so I don't think I'm gonna sit down here and do the admin stuff. I think I'll just do that tomorrow morning. And it's now Monday. I've been editing and doing other admin stuff, and I want to sit down and do all the t-shirt admin work. So today's gonna be kind of boring, a boring filming day, but sometimes days are just boring, you know? But I just wanted to quickly talk about the book, The Tenant, okay? Because I got through the audiobook last night, stayed up a little late because I wanted to finish it off. It's a cute little story. Like, it's pretty different from the books I usually read, so it was kind of refreshing to listen to a simple short story, because it is quite simple, the whole plot, but I mean, I was invested. What I didn't like was there's a sudden POV switch at the end that's like, and here's how I did it, like someone explaining everything, and it dragged out way too long. Like, that could have been really condensed. I didn't need every little detail about everything that happened earlier in the book, so I was kind of losing interest towards the end there, just being like, okay, wrap it up. Was it that groundbreaking? No, it was a pretty simple basic story, but you know, I had fun. Because yeah, the basic premise, spoiler free, is that a couple is struggling financially, so they rent out a room in their house to a tenant, and then weird things start happening, and it's just based around all of that and everything that unfolds and the conflicts between characters, things like that. Now I need something else to listen to. Because what I'm physically reading with my eyeballs is Wheel of Time, book 4. What I've been doing for the physical reading is I'll read a Wheel of Time book and then a non-Wheel of Time book and then back to Wheel of Time, so I'm kind of jumping around. And then I'm also listening to audiobooks just for while I'm working, because like I need something to listen to throughout the day, and I always run out of YouTube videos to listen to, so Been doing the odd audiobook here and there. Like I recently did the two most recent Hunger Games books, and now the Tenant audiobook. So I don't know where I'm going next with audiobook. I tried Mistborn. The narrator, I can't. I got like a few sentences in and I closed it out. But like that's a series I wanted to get into, but I just don't know. Like I'd have to physically read it, so I'd have to wait till after Wheel of Time or something. Or again do the one book. And I was all excited to listen to it, but I can't. Okay, this is the audiobook.
The screams with supernatural ears. Two separate people were yelling.
I just can't with the excessive vocal fry and like, I don't know. I can't do it. Mistborn has a graphic audio adaptation. I love graphic audio. They have like a full cast of people doing voices and there's music, sound effects. It's literally just like listening to a movie. I can listen to it while I pack orders, but while I do the admin stuff, I can't really listen to it because I just gotta focus on what I'm doing. Oh wait, actually, before I start this, I have to pack orders because I didn't get to all of them last night, plus some new ones have come in since. But I just wanted to show this. So we've got like the alpine green long sleeves in all the different sizes in the materials manager. And then when you click that, it's assigned to specific listings. So it's assigned to Froggy Palette, specifically the small size is what it's assigned to. And then same thing for Little Ducky. So if someone orders this shirt, it reduces the inventory of the alpine long sleeve tee. And right now inventory is set to 0 for everything because Christian's working on that. He's doing all the inventory stuff. I'm gonna wait till he has all the numbers and we can add it all at once. And then for like the embroidery, there's a whole bunch of designs. Hey! A whole bunch of designs listed. And as soon as the small crew neck inventory hits 0, all of the small crew necks in these listings inventory will hit 0. And that's how I manage the inventory for everything because yeah, multiple listings use the same supplies, right? And that app is called Material Manager. I just realized I'm doing this wrong. I'm adding the variants to Froggy Palette t-shirt and Ducky t-shirt, but I'm also supposed to be adding it to Gallery Dogs and Gallery Cats, for which I need to make a new listing. I'm gonna have to go back and add those to all the ones I've already done. It's pajama day! So I say. Wearing my nightie, but with pants, otherwise I'm gonna freeze down here. I don't wear these nighties to bed, they're too bulky. So the only time I really get use out of them is if I'm wearing them during the day. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's Tuesday. It's my main editing day, but I'm very caught up on editing right now. I only have the footage that I filmed yesterday left to edit, but also whatever I filmed today, I technically should edit today. I don't have to, but like, and I should also edit a short form video. I have one that I specifically filmed vertically that I could edit. It'd be super easy. It's just me showing the sticker sheets. So I should edit that. And I could post it as well, I suppose. I just posted one 2 days ago, so should I delay it one more day? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I still have some double-sided tape to just try to tape this bow down. It wants to fall forward, and I think if that's because of how it was folded. The ribbon kind of folds forward. I've tried fixing that, but it's sewn down. So I don't think... Show she's gonna puke. I know that sound. Maybe jump down to the floor so you don't projectile vomit from up there. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna put paper towel under her. I managed to catch the puke with paper towel, so crisis averted. This tape is so old. Please still be sticky. Clothing is one of the advertised uses for it. In other news, I don't think I've ever broken one of my Disney mugs. This one's got Elsa on both sides. I mean, technically I didn't break this, okay? Christian did. We were taking down the Christmas decorations and he was carrying a chunk of the tree out to the garage and he walked past the kitchen island and my coffee was sitting there and he knocked it onto the ground. And I had it sitting in the living room and then I was like, no, this might be in our way. I'm gonna move the cup to the kitchen. I should have left it in the living room. So I held on to this because it broke pretty cleanly. There is a bit of chunk missing here and I have two pieces that fill most of this gap. So I was like, should I just glue it back together and use it as a pen cup? Like that was my thought. And then it sat on the island for a few days and I was like, you know what? I think I need to let it go. Okay, that was not on purpose. That was not on purpose. Because I have so many mugs, okay? And I have pared down my mug collection, but I have so many nice mugs. I have a lot of really cutesy Disney Store ones. I have a lot of ceramic and stoneware mugs, among others. Like, the collection's too good to really get rid of anything. So I told myself the only way I'm gonna get rid of a mug is if it breaks. And so one broke, so I have to let it go. Plus, out of all my Disney mugs, this is maybe my least favorite. It's at least one of my least favorites. I think just like the color, the dull purple, maybe if it was a brighter color, I would like it more. But yeah, if any Disney mug was going to break, I'm glad it's this one. So yeah, do I really need this as a pen cup? No, and I don't really want it part of the decor down here, so I think it's gotta go in the trash. Let's just look at it one last time, okay? We got like cute snowflakes in there. Cute, cute. We've got the close-up Elsa on this side. And then we've got the full body. There, it's preserved in video form. We can remember her, Vesely. And now she can be thrown out. Here's today's mug, by the way. Green, because I'm wearing green. And I'm drinking Nespresso hazelnut, as I usually do. That's been my go-to daily. I used to buy different flavors, and then I just stopped. I was like, you know what? I always want hazelnut. Just buy hazelnut. I just like to have some Melozio on hand if guests stay over and they don't want hazelnut because Melozio is more plain. But other than that, hazelnut. And then some decaf and half calf. But for like the caffeinated coffee, this is my main. Now, what am I starting with today? Obviously, there's the short editing. There's more DTF to be cut. I could photograph stickers. I could start making the mock-up photos for the listings. Oh, because by the way, last night when I was working on all the back-end stuff, I got all the listings made and I got all the material manager stuff set up. The only thing missing is inventory counts for everything, but Christian's gonna add all the t-shirt inventory today. And then I do need inventory counts for the Gallery Cats DTF. That's why I'm tempted to cut it up today, just so I can get counts, add it to the materials manager tracker. But yeah, the listings are missing photos, so I do need to make mock-up photos, and I might do that by one, taking the flat graphics, like the Comfort Colors flat image that exists out there. I can use that, but also I would like to bust out the mannequin and put one of each shirt color on her and photograph it blank and then kind of make the mock-up that way. It won't be perfect because the shirt's gonna be like wrinkled, but the design won't be that I overlay on it. But yeah, that technically needs to be done. So I don't know what I'm tackling today. I haven't decided. I'm tempted to switch to the photography just for a change of pace since we already did some DTF cutting here in this vlog. You know, I usually do start my day at the computer, so let's do that and edit the short video. Want to see my homemade desk organizer? So this was a jewelry box, like a necklace Christian got for me one time came in this box. And so I cut down the front so that it would be more accessible, and this is where I can keep the wireless earbuds that are specific to the computer. And some remotes, like that's the little space heater. This is the New Millennia thing. Nail file, pen, lip balm, and hand cream. Because usually this is just strewn about and it's messy. The one thing that doesn't really fit, I guess, is the stapler. I added that later. It can just chill like this. Technically, I could make room for it, but the idea was this lays down. Yes, hello. Hi. By the way, for new products for the shop update, aka mainly apparel, we have 486 new SKUs. That's nuts. Because you have to put in every possible color and graphic combination and size, so it really adds up. I've got some pink here because I need to know the weight of the coloring books, and then I have to look up what the HS code is for it. Although I've looked it up in the past, and the coloring books are tariff-free to the US, so the pricing will not be increased at all for American customers. Because I mathed it out to what, 25 Canadian dollars, I think is what I'm selling the coloring book for. And so it would also be 25 Canadian for you guys, which is $18.09 approximately. It changes on the daily. Wow. The tape is not really working, and ignore the Kiki first. She was crawling all over me while I was editing. The video's exporting now. That was nice and quick. When I trim down the vlogs to be a mini vlog, those take forever. But stuff like this, super easy, especially when I purposely filmed it vertically. That saved me a lot of work too. Because I filmed these vlogs in 4K so that I do have enough vertical pixels that I can convert clips to vertical footage. But I need to film from far away so that it doesn't look like I'm up like this. But that's fine because I can zoom in vlog clips as needed while editing, which is also a perk of it. Just for the regular horizontal vlogs, is I can zoom in on the footage up to 2 times without it getting pixelated. Because even though I film in 4K, I'm only exporting in 1080p. Okay, the video is posted to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I decided to just post it right away. I feel like tomorrow would be better spacing, but I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget. Even if I write it down, I'm not gonna see where I wrote it down, and I'm because this happened to like the last couple short form videos I made. I forgot to post them. So that's one thing done. Christian's adding all the inventory right now, and he informed me I forgot to add some of the 5XL t-shirts because for some reason I thought we only added black, which we have none of, by the way, because the supplier is completely out. I can't get any black 5XL, but it's one of the basic colors that is available in 5XL, so it'll come back in stock eventually. But I forgot I also got a forest green and navy, so I need to add those to Material Manager right now. I'm mad because I already updated the base product photo to include the black, but I completely forgot forest green and navy. That's the one product photo I did do already. And I gotta redo it. So yeah, I have to add the colors to the listing, add the SKUs and everything, then add it to the spreadsheet, and then I can add it to Material Manager. And I have to add these colors to each listing. So there's like Little Duckies, Froggy Palette, Gallery Cats, and Gallery Dogs. That's annoying me because I usually set up the colors once and then I duplicate the listing, but I have to go back and add it to all of them. I also forgot to make a separate listing for Gallery Cats and Gallery Dogs 5XL because previously it was in the same listing as the rest of the sizes, but now with the colors being vastly different, I need to switch it up. Because before, 5XL was available in the gray and the black, which was overlapping the colors available in the other sizes that were also gray and black. But now it's like a completely different set of colors. It's going in its own listing, but I'm making it so you choose between Gallery Cats or Gallery Dogs within that listing, just so I don't have like a bajillion Gallery Cats and Dogs listings. That was a bit of a bigger job than expected, but that's good that we caught the missing stuff early. And we are now over 500 new SKUs being added. Now it's 11:30. It's a bit earlier than I usually break for lunch, but I might as well do it now instead of interrupting a task later. I have 2 sets of leftovers, so like they're kind of small, especially the one. So I might eat one of the leftovers now, and then I can have the other in the afternoon if I get hungry a little earlier than usual. And then for supper, I think the plan tonight is order in pizza. So this is my main leftover from supper last night, some fish and orzo. And then my other leftover is some noodle soup. I added a piece of bacon in there, chopped up, and I added some rice. But it's just a small little thing, even smaller than this. So yeah, I'll eat this now, and then if I'm hungry in the afternoon, I'll eat the soup. I have to show you something. How long has this been here? Huh. That must be Vin. Hey, highly recommended by Robin Hobb. This Robin Hobb? There's double depth here. There are a bunch of books behind these books. Gonna go rooting through these.
Yeah, if you just
for size small.
They're almost all still up here.
Yeah, I just want
Brought down boxies.
a size
pockets.
small in each color for the mannequin. Okay, that was a lot of work. I got one of each of the regular tees, except for washed denim. It must be downstairs. But I technically need the other shirt styles as well. Ugh. Now, some of these look relatively wrinkle-free, which is great. A couple were really squished, so I might have to iron some, like the ivory. She was a little squished. She has emerged. Catio's open for business because I'm getting hot. Speaking of hot, I'm gonna unplug this for a minute. I got through all the standard t-shirts, all 9 colors. But we technically still have boxy tee, long sleeve, and pocket tee. Although I don't know if I want blanks for pocket tees. Or not blanks, but I'm essentially making my own mock-ups. Blank mock-ups that I can put images onto. Because any pocket tee I do is going to require trial and error, and therefore I'm going to have a shirt to photograph ahead of time. Although that's one color. Right. That would be one color only. I mean, I could have a 1 color photo and then the rest are flat mock-ups. Just because, you know, with the titty here, I don't know. The pocket tee might be harder to photograph as like a little blank mock-up photo. And I'm a little peckish, so I'm going to go eat my noodle soup. Yeah, there's a noisy something out there, huh? And all the snow is gone pretty much because it's been such lovely, gorgeous weather. Oh, Kiki's going in. It's too hot upstairs, so I'm eating down here. With my bib, of course. Get yourself a big bib at BaileyJ.com. I was eating my last bite of soup when Kiki fell into this crack, like trying to catch herself, clawing it here. This fell over into the crack. She's falling into cable spaghetti. Oh, are you okay, Tiggy Doot? Yeah, that was scary, huh? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, now into boxies. These are the two colors we already had. And then introducing this and this. Wow. So the boxies are shorter. Now for long sleeves, I couldn't get every color in size small. They were out. So for the, was it green? No, pink. For pink, I've got a medium and hopefully that looks okay. And then for blue, the smallest we have right now is large. And I just don't want to dress the mannequin in sizes too big. Like I want the photos consistent between each other, right? I'm even hesitant about this one. So I think for the large for now, I can just use the flat graphic provided by Comfort Colors. And I can photograph it properly at a later date. I'm also only photographing size smalls. So there are some colors that are for 4XL and 5XL. Those I'll probably just use the flat mock-ups. Because the mannequin's not going to be able to wear those correctly, so yeah. How am I getting this on the mannequin? I don't think her shoulder can fit through the wrist. Do I load up the arms into the sleeves and then slip the rest over the torso? Oh, Miss Keek, do you have the zoomies? She's zooming in and out of the catio, all around. Oh my goodness. Well, drive by Keek. You're a little goob. I hear another goob. Careful, your sister's hyper. You're gonna get attacked. Well, more like Kiki wants to be chased. The boxies were quick because I only photographed the fronts of them. These, I gotta make sure the sleeves are not too wrinkly, so it's more to iron. And I gotta make sure I photograph the back. This one's a B grade. There's whatever that is. And then it goes through to the back. I'm still gonna photograph this one, and I'll just Photoshop out those bits. Okay, I've put the arms in first on this one. Will this work? She's separating from her stand. It's actually really hard to do this without pinching the fabric into the armpit. Long arm. Slipperier, grabbing the arm through the fabric. It's easier on a short sleeve. These long sleeves are gonna be the death of me. Using sunlight, it's a little darker than it was because the sun is off to the side now instead of coming straight in through the windows. I might also need shots of the side view of the sleeve in case I ever do a sleeve design. I think the lighting's too bad now. It's coming too much from the side. I think the lighting is no good now. I might need to go grab a light and set it up. I think I'll steal this light here. Is that too bright or what? We're making too many shadows and stuff now. Like maybe I should just do the rest of the photographing tomorrow. And it's now 5 o'clock. I've been editing this vlog and I want to get it wrapped up and make the thumbnail. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. We've probably invested a bunch of money into an AI company. I Google it. Yeah, they invested $8 billion into Anthropic. And Anthropic, where have I heard that before? Oh yes, the class action settlement, because Anthropic scraped a copy of my book from online. The Authors Guild sued Anthropic and settled,